Hello and welcome to another tutorial. This one on after images. Our last tutorial was on shortcuts. Today it's after images because they're a little different on how they work. In other engines, you can just create them manually. Here, there is an option to just generate them per object, and you can even toggle them. But right now, we're just going to talk about how to set them up, and especially how to get them to fade. Because if you've never used the system with after images, it's a little confusing, and sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it to. I was confused about it myself until I finally figured it out. So let's go ahead and get started. Right now, we're going to go ahead and play the game real quick. You're going to see there's no trails whatsoever. So, no trails. That's basically what an after image is a trail. So now we're going to go into objects. Player's already selected. It is just a mess. But we're going to go over to display and parent-child relationship. Now here we have show text, display after image, all these other things. We're going to focus just on this. Display after image. I'm just going to go ahead and mute the audio here. Scenes. Oh, right. Scene settings. None for the time being. Okay, let's go ahead and play it. Now you can see the little trail, right? Little blue trail. Now if I were to, it doesn't look like it's fading out, but let's go ahead and go down here. Pause it. As you can see here, it actually is fading out. It just doesn't look like it is, but it is fading out. Let's go ahead and keep playing. There we go. Now you can change this however you want. Let's go ahead and go back. But first, let me explain what this is. The amount I'm still unsure of. Even if I were to change it to 1, it's the exact same effect. Oh, okay, maybe not. It generates more after images. So let's go ahead and go to 16. Doesn't really show that much because there aren't that many being generated, and their duration is not very long. Let's go ahead and do duration of 0.75 seconds. And the fade out time should be 0.25 seconds. You see that? That's a long trail. And they do fade out. So basically, the way that works is that you want to create a duration that's long, even if the intervals are small, along with the amount that you want, and then for the fade out, you need to make sure that it's lower than the duration. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It's basically going to look like this. Yeah, it's very jarring. Doesn't work out too well. You can also change the color to anything you want. Let's go to purple. Let's put that back on. Okay. We can also deselect, apply selected color, and it'll be just after images of the character itself. Could be a little bit more of an aesthetic choice in that regard. You can also have it this way. It's not so strong. So we'll go ahead and put it at back to 0.25 on the duration, and we'll do 12 on the fade out. Gotta remember there we go. As you can see, The after images are always there. Well, what if I didn't want after images on everything, right? Also, let's go back to here. Let's apply the color. Yeah, you can also choose the intensity as well. Of the color, anyway. None of the regular images, but of that, yeah. You can also use an animation. I'm not so sure how that would work. I haven't tried it myself, but I'll probably look into it later and see how that works. And then I'll probably just do an add-on, like a follow-up video, just a quick one. Let's go ahead and change this back to the blue color. We're gonna go for 8. We'll do their fade out at. Oh no, wait. Okay, just like the interval. Okay, so let's say, excuse me. Let's say that I wanted to only have the after image while jumping but not moving, like just jumping. Let's say this is okay, so here's jumping. This is just, I don't know how anybody can read this. I can't. This is this is too much. But okay. This is supposed to be the start of the jump. We're gonna go ahead and do change switch or change switch variable on tab 2, object self, display after image to on. Goes to air. I'm assuming at some point it goes back to wait. Oh, landing. Here we go. It does use shortcuts. Where's landing? There it is. Okay, so that's first. This where it goes to landing. Landing. Okay. So what we're gonna do is when it goes to landing, we're going to toggle it off. So now whenever we jump, okay, so we're moving around. Hold on a second. Let's turn that off first. Now we play it. Okay. Now, nothing. We jump. There it is. Only happens when you're jumping. So you can set when you want the display, when you want to display the after image. It doesn't have to be all the time. And if you want, you can even use it during a special attack only, or when the player has a like a certain item, like they pick up an item that gives them like a special power or whatever, or invincibility, whatever. That's what they can do with this, is with the after images. And the fade out was basically what I was having problems with, and I figured I'd help people figure it out. Just remember, the duration has to be, a decent amount, and your fade out has to be smaller. And usually, you're gonna want to do it within, like a half to less to a fourth of what the original time is for the duration. Interval can be whatever you want because that's the interval at which the after images get created. Sometimes it won't look as good on certain objects, so be careful with that. And the amount, well, try not to go too silly, but because it might impact performance. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but that's basically what you can do. Anyway, this has pretty much been it on After Images. This is still a mess. I can't do it. Anyway, oh, in case you're wondering why I have such a problem with it, um, this is a Castlevania 2 sequel that I'm working on, and yeah, this is my code looks much cleaner. You know, you can tell where everything is going, and yeah, it's just much easier. So when I saw that, that made my brain bleed. Anyway, that's it for this tutorial. I'm glad that you were able to uh, come check it out. If you want more videos on these subjects, just let me know. Like, comment. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but if you do, you know, that shows me that there are people that want more content of this type. But yeah, if you all have any more, if you all have any questions or anything that maybe isn't covered in other videos, or you want my input on it, let me know and I'll make a video on it, or I'll answer your questions in the Pixel Game Maker MV Discord. All right, this is Jesse saying good night.